What's the #1 sport? Would you have to ask me? Obviously, it's got to be swimming. The first to sell out. No, I mean, I love swimming. You know, it's been my life since I was about 8 years of age, and it is always a very exciting sport at the Games. When I started working on the bid 8 years ago, there were more 50-metre pools in Paris than there was in the whole of the UK. So facilities is one big legacy. Lottery funding is another great legacy. But hopefully the attitude, you know, just putting up a lot of Olympic athletes as fantastic examples to kids, and we can get some swimmers and some hockey players and some cyclists that will see people that they want to emulate, and that will filter down just to general fitness. Obviously, I'd love to see all kids being able to swim. It's an important life skill, you know, it can save your life. I often get asked, oh, well, you've never had a problem with weight. In fact, when I retired the first time round, I have this little line that says I used to eat like a horse when I was training 6 hours a day, and within 6 months of retiring, I looked like a horse because my arse was huge.
Tattoos, we hear you have a couple. What are they?
I'm not the tattooed woman, it's not everywhere.
Well, what do you have?
I have an elephant that's squirting water, which is on my behind, and that's been there since way before it became trendy. I mean, I'm 50 next year, and I had that on. I've had it there for nearly 30 years. And then a few years ago, I had another little tiny one put on my toe, and then I've got a small one on my lower part of my back. But all kind of out of sight, really. They're all in sort of places where you can't see them unless I want to show them to you. It is a big trend in the swimming pool, has been for quite a number of years. Lots of people get the Olympic rings to sort of signify that that's what they've done, and that just goes to show the importance of the Olympics. You know, ask any athlete what medal they want. First and foremost, it will always be an Olympic one.
So you were the youngest in the 76 team?
I was the youngest on the British team that year. I think there's been one younger person since then. And then, of course, Tom's come along a few years later from Plymouth, exactly the same hometown as me, but he was about 6 months older. So there's a few of us that were around 13, 14.
Were you excited to be missing lessons at school and stuff like that?
I don't think I missed any, actually, because it was all during the summer holidays. So, you know, I wasn't out of the country when it was lesson time, but over the years, I've probably missed a few Fridays when I've been away competing at major competitions.
Obviously, Petra Snyder beat you in the 400-metre individual medley in 1980, but she admitted to doping. I've got the Olympic medal in my bag right there. I mean, do you want to swap it?
Well, it would be daft to say no, wouldn't I? I mean, I did a documentary with her and met her in obviously old East Germany, and she's very poorly. I don't actually have any personal gripes with her because it was the system, and if I'd been East German under the sort of pressure that they were under, I probably would have had no choice, just the same as she didn't. But I think the IOC should have done more to try and stop it, because there were two victims, people like myself, but also the East German athletes themselves too. Having been involved with the bid since very early on, I've been involved obviously in the Olympics, the rolling situation, and the BOA for many years, and now obviously part of the BOA ambassador programme. And it's really nice to, after 20 years without a team tracksuit, to have one with the Olympic rings on again. The buzz in this country about the Olympics coming is huge. Just how many people wanted to get tickets shows how excited we are about it. And what I keep trying to say to people is there will be other opportunities, but also you can come into Olympic Park, even if you don't have a ticket for a stadium, watch things on the big screen, be part of the atmosphere. And unlike footballers, the athletes will wander around, they will very much be part of what's happening. You'll see people in their national kit all over the place, meeting their families. You know, it's a really good atmosphere, and it's a very positive one, so don't miss it.